Remember, my sister's a hairdresser. She's been doing my hair all my life. That's why I wear wigs. I mean, my hair is so thin you could read my mind. My mother's a hairdresser, my aunt's a hairdresser, I was a hairdresser, and I'm bald-headed. Let's just face it, I'm bald-headed. And what's crazy is my mom's like, Janice, you ought to be ashamed of yourself, telling people you bald-headed and I'm a hairdresser, your sister's a hairdresser, you ought to be ashamed of yourself. I said, Mom, you ought to be ashamed of yourself. Everybody know you in a short-term relationship. Always picking up a man from the nursing home. Denise, you ought to be ashamed. I said, Mama, you ought to be ashamed. Seriously, y'all, she showed up at my house. She had a bag with a comb, a cell phone, and a wallet. I said, Mama, whose stuff is this? My boyfriend. I said, well, what you doing with this stuff? He ain't gonna need it. Where he going? And I was like, where you going? Well, everything was fine until Host Spice showed up. I was like, Host Spice? Is that one of them Spice Girls? No. Is that one of them Indian girls, you know, with a feather and not a dot? No. It's when they give you that morphine and you go to snoring. I said, Mommy, you talking about hospice?
Oh.
No, the doctor said it was Host Spice. Look at my paper. Look at my paper. Look here, it say H-O. I said, Mama, you spelled that wrong. She said, the doctor said it was Host Spice, and that's what it is. Now, you don't argue with your mama from Mississippi. So I said, Host Spice is what it is, y'all. Host Spice is what it is. But I just recently lost about 85 pounds, y'all. My sister jealous as fuck. I had to give her all my exes, 4X, 3X, 2X. Hell, I gave her my ex-boyfriend. She's still pissed with me. It's crazy. You know, I've got 2 kids. One lives in Alabama, one lives in Texas. The one in Texas, you know, she called me up, she's like, Mom, they put me on medication. And I said, what they put you on medication for? She said, depression and anxiety. And I got to thinking, black people don't get depression and anxiety. They get high blood pressure, diabetes. Then I started thinking, well, shit, she is married to a white man. I call them the I don't give a fuck. She don't give a fuck, he don't give a fuck, and they got a kid and none give a fuck. Got another one in Alabama. The other day she called me and she had broke her leg. I said, well, what happened? She said, well, I was coming out of a restaurant and I missed a step. And I was saying, damn, apparently you missed 12. Come from a long line of alcoholics. I stopped drinking about October 2022. That's definitely all. I like vodka and wine. It's crazy. I've been married for about 23 years, y'all give it up. Okay. But my husband is, you know, he's annoying because he keeps putting my bras in the dryer. Y'all know how much money it costs to house these big ass titties. And every day I put a bra on and I feel like I'm being attacked. Like the bra's like, in this way and that way. And I just feel like I have to get comfortable all the time. I mean, y'all seem like a pretty good group. I'm just gonna fuck it. It's killing me, y'all. It's killing me. I can't take this shit. The other day he came home, he's like, Denise, I'm gonna retire. And I was like, retire? He's like, yes. Going back to get my PhD. I was like, PhD? Public high school diploma. Now he says the craziest shit. I don't even know why he said it. The other day I came home, he talking about what's for dinner. I said, I don't know, you've been here all day. He said, what you thinking about? I said, I'm thinking about my doctor put me on a plant-based diet and I'm gonna plant my ass over here till you come up with something to eat. He said, well, since you're sitting there, you can go through the mail. And seriously, he set a stack of mail in front of me and I discovered something, y'all. We got dismemberment insurance.
What?
Dismemberment insurance. You know, you get $20,000 for a toe and $30,000 for a finger. And I started thinking, how the hell can I retire? I looked down and started counting my toes, moving my titty out the way so I wouldn't get a good stuff. When I looked at my fingers, I was like, damn, well, I need this one to make my wine glass look sexy. Well, I need this one to let people know I really am married. This is for road rage. This is one, you know, just in case I had to pop a cap on somebody. And I'm a full-figure woman, so I need this one for balance. And I looked at his ass, his retired ass, and I said, you don't need none of that shit. black man running around with some toes and fingers missing. Dismemberment insurance. Yeah. My doctor told me when I was trying to lose weight, he said, you want to look like a Coca-Cola. And I was like, a Coca-Cola? He said, not the can, the bottle. I was like, yeah. I'm working on it. My husband, nowadays, he tells me, he tries to help me since he's retired. And you know, since he retired, I came home and he said something like, you remember that sleep study I had? And I was like, yeah. He said, the doctor want to give me a Pap smear machine. I said, a Pap smear machine? What happened to that PhD? Ain't got no motherfucking sense. He meant a CPAP machine, y'all. And he gets me ready for work now. And sometimes I wonder what he's thinking. Because the other day he was like, Denise, you might need to consider ordering you some more pants. And I said, what's wrong with those pants? He said, well, they got a little hole in them. I said, it's a big hole or a little hole? Because if it's a little hole with all this ass, I kind of get away with it. You know what I mean? And he was like, well, it's like them 3 C's. I said, 3 C's. Confidence, commitment, control. He's like, no, it's more like your coochie gonna catch a cold. Coochie gonna catch a cold? My cousin's like, girl, don't you worry about that coochie catch a cold stuff. Girl, just go out there and get you one of them Brazilian waxes. I said, a Brazilian wax? I said, why the fuck would I get a Brazilian wax when I can't see the fucking runway? All right, y'all, my name is Denise Carter. That's my time.